My name is Dr. Marcus Webb, and I've been studying crocodilians at the most respected universities in the United States for 15 years. I never imagined I would receive a call that would completely change my perception of what we consider extinct. It all started when an anthropologist working with indigenous communities in the upper Juruwa River sent blurry photographs and terrifying reports about a caiman of impossible proportions. The elders of the Katakina tribe described a creature over 12 meters long, with a massive head like a canoe and jaws capable of crushing entire tree trunks. But these weren't just stories. In the last 6 months, 4 tribe members had disappeared while fishing or collecting water. 2 bodies were found torn apart on the riverbanks with marks from colossal teeth. The creature had a reputation as a man-eater, a predator that had developed a taste for human flesh. The anatomical details corresponded perfectly to PURUSSAURUS brasiliensis, a giant crocodilian that lived 8 million years ago during the Miocene. I quickly organized an expedition with my colleague, paleontologist Sarah Chin, a specialist in South American megafauna, and Brazilian herpetologist Carlos Mendes. We left Manaus equipped with high-resolution cameras, drones, and tracking equipment. The mission was clear: photographically document the creature and prove to the scientific world that a PURUSSAURUS had survived isolated in the deep Amazon. We arrived at the Katakina village at dusk on the 3rd day, and the tension was palpable. Nobody went to the riverbank alone. The following morning, with an indigenous guide named Sai, we headed upriver in our aluminum boat. The plan was to explore an isolated stretch where the attacks had been most frequent. At 10 o'clock, when the sun was high and the humidity unbearable, it happened. We were navigating slowly near the left bank when Sarah pointed to a sandbar ahead. My heart stopped. A massive silhouette was emerging from the murky water, dripping and primordial. The head was triangular, flattened, the size of a compact car, with yellowish eyes that immediately fixed on us. Sarah began photographing frantically while Carlos whispered measurements. 13, maybe 14 meters total length. The black scales gleamed like varnished leather, and the dorsal osteoderms formed bony ridges along the spine, each plate the size of a dinner plate. The animal showed no fear whatsoever. Quite the opposite. Sai shouted something in his language and accelerated the motor, but it was too late. The PURUSSAURUS dove with surprising speed for its colossal size. For 3 seconds that felt eternal, we lost sight of the animal. The water became strangely calm. Then we felt it. A brutal impact on the keel threw us sideways. The boat spun violently and I saw the head emerge just 5 meters away, jaws open revealing rows of yellowed teeth, each one 15 centimeters long. Carlos was shouting technical data as if that could save us. Bite pressure sufficient to crush a car. Ambush predator. Sarah kept photographing even while trembling violently, scientific instinct overcoming primordial terror. Sai accelerated to maximum while the PURUSSAURUS shook the vessel like a dog with a toy. I could see its impossible anatomy up close. The elevated nostrils allowing it to breathe while completely submerged, neck muscles thick as tree trunks, the muscular tail creating waves that rocked our boat. Finally, with one last violent movement, the creature released the boat and dove. Sai didn't reduce speed until we were 3 kilometers away, the motor nearly melting from the effort. But we had succeeded. 243 high-resolution photographs of a living PURUSSAURUS brasiliensis, including close-ups of the head, body, and the exact moment of the attack. PURUSSAURUS had dominated Amazonian rivers for millions of years, a biological tank perfectly adapted for killing. Now we faced an ethical dilemma. Revealing the creature's existence would likely mean its extinction by hunters and curiosity seekers. The world deserves to know that prehistoric monsters still exist hidden in the depths of the Amazon, but perhaps some secrets should remain where they are, protected by the very ferocity that has kept them alive for eons.